Hey there, Pyromaniacs! If I haven't made it clear enough from past videos, I love Halo. And like most people who love Halo, I hate Halo 5. But I have not yet had the chance to complain about it like most people have. But I don't plan on complaining about the things that most people complain about. Instead, I'm here to focus on the idea that maybe the reason why Halo 5 is perceived as a bad game really just comes down to the fact that it's called Halo 5. I mean, hear me out. Look at the progression of the Halo games. The original Halo trilogy started out as a love letter to James Cameron-style sci-fi action films like Aliens, Terminator, and Predator, and by the end had expanded into its own thing altogether. Halo 4 stylistically changed a lot of things many fans disagreed with, including me, but many agreed that despite the addition of sprint, loadouts, and ordnance drops, it still fundamentally feels like Halo. Then comes Halo 5, and holy crap, what happened? What happened to the armor abilities? Who is Jul 'Mdama? Why does Dr. Halsey only have one arm? Why is my assault rifle so accurate? Why is my assault rifle not only accurate, but also terrible? Feels like I skipped a game. Or two. Or an entire expanding universe that's been going since 2001. Yeah, where Halo 4 dips its toes into the expanding universe, Halo 5 submerged itself in it, which led to the isolation of many fans of the series who hadn't read the books or comics. Most of this has to do with the head writer Brian Reed, which many people have called out for not knowing or respecting the source material, but in reality, he's actually written Halo content before. Here's the problem though. Brian Reed doesn't write for video games. He writes comic books. Joseph Staten, the head writer of most of the Bungie Halo games, was a developer first and a novelist second. He knew his job wasn't to tell a story, but also to make the player feel invested in the world and the levels, and he knew the best way to keep the player invested was to keep the lore and the story separate. Nobody who plays the games knows about the Orion Project or the Cole Protocol, so why mention it? Just leave it out. Sergeant Johnson survived the Halo explosion because he's awesome. There's no need for a lore explanation. Brian Reed, on the other hand, is used to writing comic books, where most of the times the lore is the story. This leads to a story that feels less like a numbered installment and more like a side story, forced to have a lot of plot significance. It feels like if instead of retconning the expanding universe, they instead made Star Wars 7 a direct sequel to the Thrawn book trilogy. It doesn't take long for you to realize why that's a bad idea. How many people watching this video do you think knows what the heck the Thrawn trilogy is? Yes, Halo 5's story feels less like a numbered sequel and more like an extension of the Spartan Ops campaign in Halo 4 and Brian Reed's Halo Escalation comics. Now, it's not just the story that's the issue in Halo 5. The gameplay barely feels like Halo. It's thoroughly modernized to the point that sometimes I feel like I'm playing Black Ops 3. This is the first and hopefully last Halo game to implement ADS aiming, and it just feels wrong. What's wrong with just zooming in? It's been a staple in the gameplay since the very beginning, and conceptually Warzone is a brilliant idea. In fact, it's the exact game type that I actually fantasize about when I played Halo Reach back in the day. A big battlefield with vehicular combat and NPC enemies to kill and multiple objectives? Yes, please! But it's hard to get invested when I no longer feel like a Spartan super soldier in big clunky power armor, but instead just feel like a Call of Duty soldier with thrusters strapped to my back. Seriously, the gameplay almost feels like if they took a game series like Quake with its fast, reflex-based rocket jumping gameplay and turned it into a brown, gritty Battlefield-style shooter. Oh wait! They did! I introduce you to Enemy Territory Quake Wars, a Battlefield-esque tactical shooter based within the world of Quake 2 and 4 during the Strogg invasion. It's pretty blatant that this game is drastically different from the arena combat one is used to in games like Quake 3 or Quake Champions, but you know what? The game was a modest success. Most people liked it and enjoyed it. It had a pretty large player base on PC back in 2007. You know why that is? Why people weren't up in arms about this not being a traditional Quake game? It's because they made sure to separate the brands. They didn't call it Quake 5, they called it Quake Wars. And just to be sure, they made it a subtitle and the actual title Enemy Territory, thus affiliating itself instead with the free-to-play multiplayer game Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, another very well-received game for the time. Now, making a game in a game series with a drastically different gameplay style than all the others, and then separating the brand apart from the main series by adding wars to the title. Why does that sound so familiar? Yes, Halo 5 has glaring issues story-wise, but I feel if they were to instead market the story as a spin-off and a tie-in with the Escalation comic series or a conclusion of the Spartan Ops story, rather than as a continuation of Halo 4's story, which it blatantly isn't, then I feel it would have been better received by fans and critics alike. And it wouldn't be the first time they've essentially made a side franchise of a gameplay that isn't traditionally Halo, as they've already done this same thing with their RTS series, Halo Wars. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Halo 5 would have been better off as a spin-off, or would you rather it just not happen altogether? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. And until next time, goodbye, and stay nerdy, my friends.